first shit we gonna get into, right?
Right.
I'm one of them kind of people that when it comes to astrology, I'm lost. I know my zodiac sign. Um,
Sign or signs?
well, I know all the signs,
No, you
but
know all your signs, or you only know one of your signs.
I only know one of my signs. See, that's what I'm saying. That's why we got to get into this
Gotcha.
because I've the way I've been taught the basics of what most people know.
Right. Right.
And what most people know, you know that you're born between this and this date of this month, and that means you're this, and you could check your horoscope daily, and those people born at that time, this is what the horoscope tells you what's going on with you for this day.
Right.
But I know that it's deeper than that.
Absolutely.
Am I knowledgeable about it? I'm not, but I just know it's deeper than what I know.
Absolutely.
So I from our prior conversations about you talking about energy and a lot of things you spoke of, I assume that you're somebody that can educate me and Blue on this.
Yes.
So can you I would like for you to give a breakdown because we ain't gotta ask two times because me and this nigga both Virgos. So let's do
And I'm a
it.
Virgo moon. Look, that's why we all get along.
See, there we go.
So yeah, that's dope. But yeah, see, with astrology, a lot of people just know the basics, which is your sun sign. Your sun sign is the zodiac, the day that you were born. You know, that period that you say, like Virgo season, Libra season. You know, the 12. It's really 13 constellations, but they Americanize the shit, so it's only 12. But the sun sign is your ego because, as we all know, sun is the most powerful source of energy. So it's always think ego. Then you have your moon sign, which is your most depthful part of yourself. A lot of people don't know that side of yourself, but it's your most depthful part where your feelings and emotions lie. And then you have your risings. Those are your big three. But you also do align with every planet. So it's definitely deeper than just the big three. But your big three tells a lot about yourself. Like, I'm a Pisces sun, I'm a Virgo moon, and I'm a Taurus rising. Your rising sign is going to be personality. I act more like a Taurus. Virgo, definitely more so when it comes to love and feelings and emotions. Virgo me all day. And if you would look at my birth chart, which everyone has a birth chart, and your birth chart actually is like your treasure map to your life. Kind of like your blueprint of your life. So the breakdown of each planet, each sign, each degree is definitely depthful. I wouldn't know your personal degrees and where your planets are aligned unless I actually do a reading, a birth chart reading, which is pretty basic and simple, but you would have to know the time you were born, where you were born, the location, stuff like that. But sun, a lot of people really aren't don't really act out as their sun. Like Pisces, I'm a Pisces, and if you look at me, Pisces are creative artists. I'm an artist. I'm a poet. I'm sensitive. I'm empathic. Yes, but that's just ego. I feel, and a lot of people around me always say my Taurus side is what appeals most. So it's definitely a lot deeper than just your newspaper horoscope. That's basic, and a lot of people don't really act as of their sun sign.
So with me being a Virgo, right? My birthday is September 12th.
Hmm.
Um, my vices, the things that might not be the best parts of me, the
Hmm.
things that I struggle with.
Hmm.
What would my vices lie up under?
Your vices of being of a Virgo.
Yeah.
Every Virgo is not the same because, like I said, you have your moon sign that is your actual depthfulness. So can't go based off of your ego.
Mm. So
Your
so to
moon.
give a proper reading though, I would have to. I I think I got my I think I have a copy of my birth certificate. Maybe we can do something like
Yeah,
that.
we can as long as you have the time of date and time, where you were born, I can give you a full breakdown and actually break down your birth chart. But like I said, without that, you will get just the basic, which is what most people go off is your sun sign. But like I said, a lot of people, when I get to doing readings, they kind of see like, damn, I don't even act like I thought. I thought I was like a real true, like you say, the Virgo. You might be a Cancer. You have a Cancer moon. Give me a little Cancer vibe, but you might have a Cancer moon, so it might be a little more depthful than that. You might act more like a Cancer than a Virgo, and you won't realize it until you actually get a full breakdown of your chart.
Right. So what is the connection between before people of color got tainted with I don't even want to say tainted because I don't want to offend nobody, but before people of color got introduced to books with religions in it and places to study gospel, the so-called gospels, um when we just look to the sun and the moon and natural resources of things we worship, where does astrology stand with that? Because I know it has to do something. It has something to do with that, because I know that in ancient Kemet they look to the stars and the moon and the sun for a lot of their answers.
Absolutely, absolutely, absolutely. The ancient peoples, they worshipped the elements that were responsible for creating them as that matter. And they knew that. They knew those basic elements were the very reason for their existence in the realm. So that's why you had, Thoth, Seth had wore the was the sun guy. You got Ra, you got Amun. You have the ancient Kemet Egyptian that worshiped these things and wore these things. But they knew that this is supreme mathematics. The astrology is the real mathematics of the universe, and that's just what it was always was. Religion is based off of astrology. Astrology is in the Bible, so astrology is the truest source of every religion that's created. Everything ties back to the astrology because that's the beginning. The beginning is the sun, the stars. Everything that is in this reality was created from that source. So
Right.
that's how that's all tied into it.
You got any questions as far as that, bro? As far as astrology?
Me, I look at all this shit as motherfuckers are just crazy, cuz.
I'm crazy, bro.
Like, hey, I love you, cuz, like a motherfucker.
I'm crazy.
Hey, you my sis, I love you, cuz. Hey,
You know
I
that's
call you,
crazy.
what I call you the other day? You, your witchy stuff.
My
I said,
witchy,
you got your witchy stuff with you?
my witchy stuff. I always keep my
Hey, I always looked at like people who be knowing like about that kind of shit, like astrology, and because I don't know, I don't come from a household where we wake up and like we be worried about that kind of shit because we wake up and we go on about our day.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And
I,
then when I've met people who be like, oh, you know why you act this way? Oh, you know why you this kind of way? Oh, well, let me tell you. Let me break it down. It's because what's your sign? Oh, you a Virgo? Oh, yeah. So it's because of da 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 da. And with Virgos, y'all da 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 da, and all this and all that kind of shit.
a lot of
And
people off of, like I said, basic horoscope. So you got to be careful with the people. Like, what's your sign? Because people come with me with that, what's your sign shit, and I'm like, okay, you one of them. Let's see if you basic or you really in depth with this shit. So I'm gonna give you something to come off of, and then they go like, oh, you're a Pisces. I don't act like a
because
Pisces.
I don't think
Tell me something
men,
else about myself now that you don't
I
know.
don't think men ask women when we meet women. It's usually women who ask that shit.
It's become a trend.
I don't think men like when meaning in the sense of like when we meet women and we talking, we in that talking stage or whatnot like that. And a woman might ask that dude, like, what's your sign?
Right.
Like, we don't give a fuck about that shit.
I do. I ask. It's not that I give a fuck, but I know women care about that type of shit. So that's, to me, that's considered game because it sparks conversation. Because nine
Uh,
times out of 10, when we approach a woman, we approaching women and we think ahead. We walk into a woman to talk to her, thinking in our head, like, for me, I can't speak for everybody else, but I'm like, I want to fuck, but I know I got to go through the process. So because I know I have to go through the process,
He said the
I,
process.
I need to have great conversation leading up to it because I don't want to bore her, just like I don't want a woman to bore me.
Facts.
So I just might ask, what's your zodiac sign? And if when she tells me her zodiac sign, I'm gonna go with I never studied astrology, so I'm gonna go with what I know most women are gonna identify with. If she tells me she's a Cancer, I'm gonna tell her like, oh yeah, you sensitive and you stingy at times. And you know what she gonna say?
Game like a motherfucker.
Yeah. And you know what she gonna say? She gonna say, "Oh, you think you know me?" I said, "No,
Oh,
I tell her, I say, yeah, I had a few cancers before."
oh man, that's funny as fuck. That's
So,
funny.
but I don't know shit about astrology, just like she don't. But women entertain that shit because most women don't know shit about it. But they like to run with these signs. Like you'll have women even making excuses for shit. She's getting mad, having attitudes. Well, I'm a Pisces. We don't give a fuck. You better turn your ass down.
And that shit blows me because, like I said, going back to the depth of it, you could tell the people that run with it for the trend of it because it's just the cool thing to be doing right now, and the people that really are in tune with it. Because, like I said before, I don't want to know your sun sign. I don't want to know about ego. I want to know what's in your heart. I want to know your soul. So I'm gonna ask you what your moon sign is. I'm not gonna ask you what your sun sign is. I'm gonna ask you what your moon is. Oh, for real? What degree is your Venus is? Venus is the love sign. I want to know how you is with love. I want to know I want to know your degree. I want to
See,
know.
like asking a nigga some shit like that, what's your Venus sign? I'm be like, fuck is you talking about? A girl asked me some shit like that. A woman asked me some shit like that. What's your Venus sign? Let's mind you, I'm the same nigga. The first time I heard the word ditto, and the girl and she said that to me, like I felt like she was like, I'm like, the fuck. I had to call her like, the fuck you talking about ditto? Like, you know what I'm saying? I thought she was saying some gay shit, kid. I didn't know ditto mean like she's agreeing with me saying, okay, the same.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know nothing about that, kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, same thing with coffee, kid. Motherfucker, first time I ever heard word this shit cup of Joe. What the fuck is you talking about, cup of Joe? Nigga, you better go somewhere with all that weird ass shit, nigga. This is my thought process.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so with the zodiac signs though, I do like I said, men, we can use it for game. Women who you say what?
Until you run into a motherfucker that's a little more depthful with it.
But I mean, it's like, what's the odds of running into, if there were great odds of me running into women frequently who know about astrology, we wouldn't be sitting on here having this conversation right now, because I would run it. That means I've ran into enough women to not to understand, but to make me go study. Because I'm one of these kind of people. I hate to be somewhere talking to people and I can't compete in the conversation with my opinion because I don't know shit about what they're talking about. So if I ran into enough women that was knowledgeable about astronomy, I would have went to go do my research on it so that I could know what I'm talking about. But because most of them are simple with the basis of what they know about it, I don't need to know much about it. Me wanting to know about it is me just being curious and seeing that you were somebody who probably could educate me somewhat on it. But I can go out tonight. I can leave this motherfucker tonight and go fall in the casino, a bar or something, and still can walk up on a woman and ask her what's her sign. And I'm probably going to know more than she knows.
Yeah, definitely.
But I'm not asking just for the conversation purposes of men and women having conversation. I'm also asking because I know that it's the connection between our people and what we worshipped and believed before they oppressed us and push their literature on us their gospel on us,
There-
their practices on us, that these were the original ways of mankind, even before I believe that these practices existed. They for sure. I'm not gonna say I believe. I'm for sure that these practices existed before the white man was even created.
Absolutely. The stars were created before him, so why wouldn't it be?
But next question.
Let's go.
And the Kama Sutra.
Kama Sutra. Have you read it?
I have not read it, but when I was probably like about 11, maybe 12 years old, right? Late nights on HBO.
Kama Sutra. I know what you're talking about.
Right. You had like this soft porn type shit used to come
Right.
on. And they had the basically I guess it was supposed to be like the visual version of the actual book. And it was like so many parts of it. Like I probably was watching this shit, sneaking watching this shit late nights for probably about 4 months watching this shit because I was so intrigued with it. I was young.
Right.
You know what I mean? But I remember the show, and you know, being a young boy, most of the parts that I paid the most attention to was when they was fucking.
Right.
But can you give me it's too deep for you to give a full breakdown.
Right.
But like could you just give me the basis of the Kama Sutra, not the
Our book.
not the pleasurable actions in the book, but
There's
more
there's way more to the Kama Sutra. A lot of people just know about the sex positions part of the book.
right.
That's more depth. It's kind of Kama Sutra, the book, the real book, because there's one that was written many moons ago. I think it was a Hindu brother. Vatsyanin something. Vatsyanin, I think it was his first name. And then there's a British white man that kind of rewrit the shit. So the original is basically like your blueprint for relationships, love making, marriage, like any type of relationship with man woman. So it's kind of like your how-to guide basically, because that's how it's broken down. You have from the introductory about feelings, just sensual feelings, then it goes into marital feelings, how you're supposed to act with your spouse, the basis of marriage and how it plays into marriage, and then it goes into the actual, what they would say, the Kama Sutra positions about the sex positions and stuff. So it's basically broken down into, I want to say like 4 or 5, maybe a little bit more, but the first 4 or 5 chapters are basically the summary of the book.
Okay, so do you believe that the Kama Sutra is something that we have to learn to like basically, do we have to learn it to act out some of the things, or do we naturally practice the Kama Sutra daily with our partners, whoever we decide to deal with, and just don't know that we're practicing the Kama Sutra, but it's a natural instinct, like the nature of man and the nature of woman?
Pretty much, if you break down the actual nature of man and woman when in a relationship or even just an existence with each other, it pretty much it flows naturally. I mean, it's nothing more than Kama Sutra is nothing more for a book for people that are intrigued sensually more, like want to learn more how to please the other half. Because I mean, it's looking back through the book, it's really basic what we do every day.
How important is touch to you?
Touch is very important. If it's in, no, I can't do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to be, if I'll take both the good and the bad, but in the sense of physical and mental.
I would say physical, and I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you an example of what I'm asking.
All right.
how important is it for when you land in the bed with your man for you to be able to put your feet on his feet?
That ain't important. But I need to reach out. I need to be touched in some kind of way. We can't use the
So you ain't a feet person.
I mean, I don't have a problem with feet, but I've never been that one that I see where women be like, I gotta touch my feet with his feet, and I don't have to do that. I feel like rubbing, like caressing the back, rub my back, or I rub your back. That like stuff like that, that's cool. If we end up, intertwined with each other, that's cool too. But just to be rubbing feet and shit, no, that's not my thing at all. I'm not playing footsies.
It should flow. It should flow naturally if it happened. Like
Right.
I hate a person that'll be like, they'll put their feet on my feet, and then if I'm not in the mood for that, she thinks that I'm not being affectionate.
Mm.
Because women tend to do this.
Let shit flow. Like I feel like it don't have to be a certain way every time. And I think that be a lot of the issue when it comes to intimacy, because a lot of people have an idea of how it's supposed to be instead of just letting it be what it is between that person. Like you may have did that shit with the last nigga, rub feet and shit, but that shit might not work with this one. Like try a different touch, like rub the man's back or something. You gotta let shit flow and figure out what flows between you two. What flowed the last in the past may not flow, continue to flow. Cause I know
Blue, are you the type of nigga that even if it's your girl, we know how we treat shit that ain't our girl.
Why you
Are
laughing?
you the type of nigga? Are you the type of nigga that even if it's your girl, you in love with her, like that's bae? Are you the type to just fuck and get up and start playing the game?
Oh, nigga, that's like what I like to do. I let them know, like, when I get done, like, yo, I want to be able to look back and you still in bed. And I'm like, hell yeah, cause I did that.
That's that ego trip.
And then ain't no ego trip.
For real.
That's just me as a man. I did that.
But as a man, that's ego.
No, ain't nothing got to do with no ego. Cause even if she
It
got it,
is, but it's not a bad thing.
no, look, wait, I'm gonna tell you why it's not. It's not because even if I got up and she got up and wanted to, just don't sit up under me. Sit on the couch, cuz, while I sit up here. But I know I did my stuff though. Like I'm cool. If you do just all right, you still laying in the bed? Yeah, that does mean I'm looking back. Oh yeah, so
right.
yeah.
Like,
And then I'm gonna turn my game on and I'm gonna play my man and smoke my blunt, and that's just what I like to do.
Okay.
Like I ain't with no like let's sit up here and let's talk about the future and let's I don't know. I don't even know the kind of conversations people have like after they get done doing it because I ain't never done that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe with one female, but it wasn't even like the conversations we had was pretty much just like shit. Hey, so what you got going later on today? You know what I'm saying?
I think
Like it
everybody
wasn't.
has a different type of love language though too. So like
absolutely.
I've been in situations where you know, like how you said, I fuck and I get up and need to do something. Like I don't want to just lay there. It don't mean that I don't care about her, but
Right.
my love language might be with her. Like I like to fuck. Like you said, go turn the game on, sit on the edge of the bed, play the game. And I might like for her to lay there for like 10 minutes after while I'm playing the game, and her ass is out, and one leg is hanging off the bed, and one's still on the bed. That's showing me I beat it up. Then she get up, she put my t-shirt on. She don't put nothing else on but my t-shirt. She go in the kitchen and come back with something and be like,
all right.
She don't make me nothing though. She make it for herself. I don't want her to make me nothing. I want her to make it just for herself and come back and be like, you want some? And we eat it together. That's my love. Like that's how I'm coming. You know what I mean? But the laying there and want to have your leg on me, your feet on me, we come from an environment where we skeptical of affection. we come up hard, so we skeptical of affection. So, you know, you're not dealing with the average males. We got trauma. You know, some of us try to escape it and act like it don't exist. We got trauma, so we skeptical of affection where we come from because we done been through some shit.
Right.
So it kind of feel like when a woman, her affection is like putting her leg on my leg, it do feel kind of like weird, like what she trying to do? Like, get the fuck off me, like, you know what I mean?
It was one
we don't want
one
that.
girl, bro. Not to cut you off, but it was one girl that I dated, and she like go to sleep with it in her hand. Now, my thing is this. As you know, I'm in this wheelchair.
Why you always gotta say some shit?
You know I'm in this wheelchair, girl. And you know I do not have no bladder control, right? You want to keep sleeping with this motherfucker in your hand? I'm fucking around and pissing your goddamn hand.
Niggas say go get rid of gummy worm shower.
Oh my god!
You better stop. You better stop playing. You gotta keep your hands to yourself at night. I'm just saying, girl.
You better keep your hands to yourself.
She was like, cause I'm like, what you doing? She like, I'm gonna go to sleep with it in my hands. It's mine, right? I'm like, you do know, like, I don't have no control at night. Like, if I go to the back, like, I'm fucking around, you go wake up and you gonna be like, damn, like, what the fuck going on?
Man.
But not like that kind of shit. I don't know. Like, I don't like females being, I ain't got no problem with that kind of shit. Cause if I wasn't in a wheelchair, I ain't even gonna lie to you, like, some shit like that would turn me on like a motherfucker. Like, if I wasn't in a chair and had the complications that I had, right. Like, and I knew, like, you know what I'm saying, that's something like we could do. Oh, that shit would turn a nigga on, okay? Like, if that's what she really wanted to do at night, hey, shit, I ain't tripping.
I like sexually submissive. I don't like women who take the initiative to do things. I want her to do exactly what I want her to do. I like her to be able to take directions to what I want her to do. If I tell her, you know, if she makes an executive decision that she wants to lay on her back at the edge of the bed and want me to fuck her face, I'm not doing it. I want to direct you to do that. I don't want her to lay there and tell me fuck my face. I'm not doing it. That shit just turned me the fuck off thinking about it.
She cut like I'm simple, cut like hey, females ain't gotta worry about shit like that with me, cut like, cause she gonna do some shit like that and I'm gonna be sitting there really looking confused, like what the fuck are you doing? Bitch, if you don't turn your ass around and scoot the fuck back up there. I'm just saying, yeah, like I'm simple. Like, and females done told me this shit before, like damn nigga, like you just a simple motherfucker. You goddamn right. We ain't doing all this extra ass shit. And then like cause they get to asking me questions. So you can't do I can't do none of that.
You're childish.
I can't do none of that shit you asking me to do. Like, god damn, like you want me to you know that I'm in this chair. We got one position. I'm about to get in this bed and lay my ass down, and you about to get on top, and you gonna do what the fuck you supposed to do, and we gonna go on about our day, kid.
Oh, fuck.
Hey, look, the cold part is though. See, once you became comfortable with telling them, like, cause I know you, nigga, and I already know you, nigga. Like, you gonna tell a bitch what it is, and it's either you with this or you can get the fuck out. And that be my attitude towards shit. Like, it be kind of like, and then too, but like, I'm not a nigga who is against her pleasure. You know what I mean? It ain't got to be all about me. But I think my pleasure, her pleasure should be, her pleasure should be seeing me feeling pleasure.
And it
Right,
should
right, right.
balance. You have the harmony. It's the best.
And some
Both
females have
trying
asked me
to
that,
please.
being in a chair. Some females have asked, like, well, damn, because like their main concern is pleasing me. They don't care that I can still get hard and have sex. They don't care about that. They really be on like on some like, am I pleasing you though? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I pleasing you? Like, are you getting some kind of satisfaction? Are you know what I'm saying? Like, they care about that shit versus the ones that shit they don't be giving a fuck about none of that. Nigga, go and pop your pill, nigga. Nigga, so like, hey, that's what they be on. Nigga, go and pop that pill, nigga, so you get cracking. And yeah, hey, some females are different from the others. Some females, they come in there, nigga, hey, nigga, like, nigga, thugging it. Nigga, yeah, nigga, pop that pill, nigga, let's get cracking, nigga, I got shit to do later. And then you got some females that, oh yeah, so but are you gonna feel it though? Can you feel it? Are you gonna be able to, you know what I'm saying?
They try to make sure.
They want it, they care, they give a
Yeah.
fuck.
Let me ask you this, bro. You know, because of that, because of your condition,
Mm-hmm.
do you hit them? Do you hit them? Do you hit them raw? Because I mean, the feeling factor. Do you hit them raw? So
Hey, look, I'm gonna tell you,
don't that interrupt
look,
what you got going on?
nah, look, I'm gonna tell you why. I'm gonna be all the way honest. I'm gonna keep it gangster. In the
Okay.
beginning, like the first 2 or 3 females that I had sex with when I was in a chair, I wasn't tripping on wearing no rubber. Cause I'm like, fuck it, like I can't feel that shit. Fuck it. But then, like, I had to, you remind myself, like, nigga, just cause you can't feel it, nigga. Hey, what that nigga, Trey Daddy tell him, nigga, that nigga said, nigga, a pill ain't gonna keep your
Stop you
dick
from
from falling off.
for
Like,
real.
you know what I'm saying? It's just like that nigga said, you gonna learn. Oh
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
you
you
gonna
gonna
learn.
say that
Like,
shit.
I don't wanna be in one of them, oh, you had to learn. I don't wanna be in one of them situations. Yeah.
Right.
So I had to tell myself, like, nigga, don't think just because, you know, nigga, you can't feel nothing or nothing like that, nigga, that you don't need to protect yourself, and don't be thinking that you can't get one of these females pregnant, nigga, because they had already told me, oh yeah, you can still ejaculate, you can still, you know what I'm saying, have babies. So you
Gotta be.
need to be aware of that because nigga, because they told me most people who get put in chairs, that be their mindset. It's like, fuck it, I can't feel it. Motherfuckers just be out here fucking, and then find out that they can have kids and just be having kids like a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't give a fuck, They like, fuck it, it don't mean nothing. I can't feel this shit. And, you know, I got to a point where, you know, I started gaining some feeling back. So thank God, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? I can enjoy it. And I'm thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? Because I
Absolutely.
remember when I first got put in a chair, that was like, I kind of already was like, all right, I'm not gonna walk. Fuck it. That's what it is, cuz. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is, cuz. I can't walk. But I was like, God, don't take that part away from me,
Don't take
cuz.
my dick away.
Come on, cuz. Don't do your boy like that. Come on, man.
Yeah.
And, you know, but all bullshit aside, like, yeah, I was, you know, blessed to be able to still do my thing. I'm at a point where now, like, okay, I can enjoy it. But like I said, I did have to have that conversation with myself, like, hey, nigga, you still need to be smart, my nigga, about how you moving.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
If you are going to be out here being what they would call, you know, the
Gallus.
back in the day. What's the word they used to use from back in the day? Back in the day, oh, you're a playboy. And all this, you like to get around. You're a woman, ladies, man. All this shit. Nah, man. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you're gonna be somebody that's like that, living like that, you want to be smart. You know what I'm saying? You want to be smart about how you gonna move.
Absolutely.
Let me ask you this. How do you feel about energy transferring? Like, so let's say like you laying down with a man, right? When you lay down with a man and he goes inside you, do you think that's a different energy transfer from a man? Like, we go inside of y'all don't go inside of
Right.
us. So do you think that's two different energy transfers? Like, I don't feel like we walk away. I don't feel like we walk away with y'all energy, but I feel like y'all carry your energy once we inside your body. I feel like y'all carry our energy long after maybe y'all not even dealing with us no more. And like sometimes like when we meet women and she just have all these bad ways about herself, she carry all these vices,
Mhm.
I'll be under the assumption that like maybe she's had too many encounters and she's still carrying the energy of multiple men. This is this is why she's like she is. This is why she's a woman that can't find peace within herself. You're carrying the energy of multiple men that have been inside of you. They've transferred whatever bad energy they have off inside of you, and this is why they become what we call bullshit bitches. You know what I mean? A woman cannot be inside of a man, so I think that's why we tend to less have we don't have as much attachment as women do. It's just what it is. We don't have as like a man. Put it like this: a man can have a woman at home, right?
Mhm.
And I'm not saying it happens like this every time, but it's more likely with us than it is with women.
Mhm.
And he can go have sex with a new woman once a week, every week for the next year, and still know that home is home. Wifey is wifey. I love her. I'm just fucking him. But women tend to like when they have a man at home, if they step out, you have a situation where she's in love with two people now.
Mhm.
And I know that look on your face, you're
Mhm.
gonna say not me, but we
I mean,
I don't want that.
at this
I don't-
point, I'm only speaking. I'm gonna just speak in general. If I'm not going to talk about myself personally, because
that's what I'm
I'll,
asking.
I'll
I'm
just speak
asking
in general. I'll keep it personal. But
what's
so
your opinion on speaking in general for women? Because sometimes when women speak about when I ask these questions, they'll speak from their own life and like you may be a rare individual. That don't mean that I'll go outside and meet 10 women that are like you.
right, absolutely. But I'm not. I'm also not a biased person at all either. So with that being said, I would agree to a certain degree, to a certain extent with you as far as the exchange of energy. I do believe it happens both ways, only because I've seen not in just personally. I've just observation. I've seen it both ways from both ends. But women, we have a womb. Our intuition comes from our womb. So yes, of course, if a man is ejaculating into the woman, absolutely. Like, and that's why I said it goes both ways, because when a man climaxes, you have the sperm of the man, the seed of the man, right? So the seed and the vaginal, the bodily, the fluids from our vagina, our womb, do mix, right? Okay.
Mhm.
So therefore, that's why I said it can go both ways, because you see it as a man is entering the woman only. So there's no damage done. Kind of like that little trend going around with the cup, nigga dipping the hands in the water and shit. Like if 20 bitches touch the cup, I can still wipe the cup off. That, that goes to that. So it's like, no, niggas, because it's if that's the surface of the shit, like, yeah, okay, that sounds real fucked up if a nigga go dip a hand in the water. But my thing is the niggas that go fuck off with other women and come back. If only reason why a woman would be in love with two niggas if she's letting a nigga double dip, like letting both of the niggas hit rock. That's beyond insane if she's letting that shit go down. Because what the fuck are you doing? That's one. You have a pH balance. I ain't let nobody throw my shit off for. I don't give a fuck. You can sell me all the sweet songs. I don't want to hear none of that shit. No. But generally speaking, yeah, that's where women do fuck up because they do. We fall in love with the emotion of it. So yeah, we go cheat and we end up liking these two niggas. So now it's just like, oh, he loves me and he loves me, and then it's just like you're giving women don't really understand the depth of that, like taking on energy and shit. That shit is very real. You're fucking your intuition up. That's why you're crazy as fuck. You can't fucking think. Your womb is polluted as fuck. So you can't you're making all these rational ass decisions, acting cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. If you would just make these niggas strap the fuck up and then do your thing, you'll be all right, sister girl. Go take you a spiritual bath after that motherfucking cleanse and call it a fucking day, and we'll see who's losing.
I'm gonna make a short out of this and I'm gonna send it to all the bitches.
So that's the reality, like, and men need to be, in general, more careful with that too, because there's a lot of ignorance when it comes to, and niggas be like, oh, this bitch is crazy. Well, what did you do? Like, you have to think about this shit. You know what I'm saying? Sex is a ritual. A lot of people ain't understanding that. Sex is an exchange of fucking energies. It's a ritual. The witchy shit, bro. The witchy shit. This is the witchy shit. It really is. It ain't got to do with nothing with witchy shit. It's just the real. Sex is an exchange of energy. It's a ritual. And motherfuckers be going in that shit, dipping, and you over here laid up with old girl telling her this is your wife over here, and you coming over here smashing this girl, and you over here telling her the same shit, if not more. Oh, I'm gonna leave this bitch. I love you and only you, and fucking her, looking into her eyes and shit. Yeah, that's why the bitch cuckoo. That's why she crazy. And now this motherfucker wake up, her motherfucking coochie itching now because her fucking pH balance knocked the fuck off because he went and dipped it. He was fucking his wife and came back and fucking on her. Baby, our rooms are not the same. That's how I used to when that's how I used to know a motherfucker was cheating. Real shit.
Hey, bro, look, you gotta get up on this. I'm gonna tell you why you gotta get up on this.
Yeah, okay.
These questions I'm asking her, women just love this shit. They love when niggas ask these type of questions. You get some coochie just asking these type of questions. They be like, oh my God, he's in touch. He's in touch.
Because they not gonna, I don't know. Cause you know me, nigga. You know, nigga, mine ain't got good sense, nigga.
Oh my.
You know you know too. I ain't got good sense.
Not even a little piece of them. Not a little piece.
I ain't got no good sense. Yeah.
You're an Eastside kid. That's why.
Hey, I am, cuz I am. I ain't got no fucking good sense, nigga.
Y'all are funny.
My next question. I'm
that?
definitely not educated on this at all. Somebody just brought this to my attention yesterday, and I tend to do some work on it. I don't know if you educated on it or not, but I was gonna ask anyway because you know I never know. You just might be. My first time hearing of this shit was yesterday. It's a thing going on in places like Kenya.
Oh, I know.
Female circumcision to where they're basically I don't want to say it wrong. Let me pull it up real quick.
It's FG something, female genitalia mutilation, FGM. That's what it's called.
Yeah, it's a whole little article kind of it's really
they practice that shit in them African tribes and shit. Circumcision to keep a woman a virgin until she's married.
Right.
No, what are they doing though? Like
they cut off the vulva, the anatomy of the lips, the inner lips. They
needed some females right now need to be getting that right.
It's causing infection, nigga.
It's a female circumcision.
What about I'm talking about those girls who like they pussy lips, cuz like them motherfuckers look like they been soaked in beer or something, cuz Them bitches
Pastrami.
nasty. Pastrami meat. They need that. Cut that shit the fuck off. Clip that.
That
Like you
shit,
do
they do that.
pit bull dog ears. Clip that shit.
They do that in a lot of those African religions in Middle Eastern, like the Arabs and yeah, them Africans all of yeah. That's that African shit.
Yeah, because I was looking some other shit up and then this popped up and it was crazy. Like I said, somebody mentioned this to me yesterday,
Yeah,
and you know because you usually, however your mind works, you usually talk to like minded people, so you
right.
get new information all the time to go study.
Right.
And this right here say in ancient Rome, orgies were common practice among the wealthy and powerful, with sexual excesses being seen as sign of status and power. However, in some African cultures, female genital mutilation was practiced as a way to control a woman's sexuality and ensure their virginity before marriage. But in the long run, it caused women to have infection, and some women even
Of course.
died from it. And this is just another thing that they're still practicing. Like even with the circumcision of us,
Mm-hmm.
the only thing with us, it worked out. It kept us from infection, but it's something that started in those countries like Africa. I mean, continents like Africa, where as a boy you turn a certain age, and they have all these boys lined up at 13 years old chopping the extra meat off.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And
Get it for a girl.
fortunately for us, it ended up being a good thing. But for these women, it's not a good thing. They're dying from it. They're catching infections that's leading to other diseases. And then when they're laying down with men, it's passing diseases. It's
Absolutely.
just some fucked up shit. And they have a whole movement. They have a whole movement right now
That's been
going on in Kenya where they're trying to stop this shit from happening. You've had girls young teenage girls who I was watching some shit where she was basically like, she knew her circumcision was coming up,
Mm-hmm.
and she started making knives and all kind of shit because she didn't want to do it. And her plan was to go out in the blaze. Like her mentality was, they're gonna have to kill me before they do this shit.
Yeah.
I was just wondering if you knew about it, like if it ever came across.
I came up in conversations. I've spoke about it a couple of times, but not too much of depth of it. I knew the basics of it. I knew that's some shit that was definitely practiced with in the African culture, religion, as far as religion wise, and a lot of those areas over there. But yeah, it's definitely fucked up. But ouch. That's all I can say. Ouch. That's definitely fucked up. I mean, it's bad enough that a lot of women shave and wax now. Like that, a lot of men in this era will be like, "Oh no, I don't want no." But it's bad enough. That fucks women up enough, shaving and waxing their fucking yonis. Like that shit is not how that shit's supposed to be.
So you just go natural. You don't.
I mean, I don't got no fucking bush, but to be completely bald, definitely not. No.
So like, how do you keep it from like you do like a trim?
Yeah.
But I get what you're saying.
Like I keep it. It's clean. Like it's not no. I ain't just all the way fucking just back in the beginning of time. I gotta go through that motherfucker part the fucking no. Ain't that it's not that deep, but there's definitely I'm not bald.
Hey, you can't have that thing looking like some of that shit Ron Jeremy was hitting. Ron Jeremy was down there hitting that wolf coochie.
You coming in that big old whoop and smell like that all the time. No, definitely not. But I really wish a lot of this new shit, like a lot of these new self-care things that women are doing is really doing more harm than good. I know a lot of men don't want to hear that. Yeah, it's really fucked up that women are waxing. That's not what it's supposed to be, because that shit stops a lot of infections too. A lot of people don't understand that. And being that we're all electric being, we all are, those are like antennas for our children. Those, like when we give birth, like that shit has energy in that shit. Not saying that you just, stick, in the depths of things. it's definitely not supposed to. Women are not supposed to be fucking around like that. Not at all.
I just was having that conversation too about how some of the things that we remove from our body, we do have to understand that, like, whatever climate we live in, we have these things because it's your body adjusts to things, and anything that your body produces is some kind of protection for something else. So when we like how as men we can grow our hair out. You have some countries where the black man hair just grow and roll up in knots because it's not needed. It's
Mm-hmm.
not needed, so the hair doesn't grow out long. But obviously, we're in a climate where the black man hair can grow out because obviously it might be protecting us from something.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
That's why I say like it's. I just hate that it got to that point where now it's like women think that they have that mentality. Oh, like hair, that's nasty. Like, what was nasty about it? You hear like the older cats talking about back in the day, they ain't messing with no fucking women that's shaving and fucking waxing. I know men to this day still have that mentality. And they are actually educated on the fact of why it's not safe. Like why you know what I'm saying? Why women shouldn't be doing that. So it's like in that sense, I can appreciate men that are still like that to this day, because there's that conversation. So you don't wax your shave? Like, damn, so that motherfucker out there. No, that's ignorant as fuck. No, of course it's not.
Hey, look, I ain't gonna even lie to you though. Look, I ain't gonna lie to you. If it got a little fade on it, I could deal with it. I could deal with a little fade. But if it's whooping, like, I can't do it. But I like it. I like it bald head, Mr. Clean. I like it bald head. But like I say, if it got a little fade on it, like it's trimmed up nice, preferably like a little mohawk. I like that. I like that shit too. But if she just got that motherfucker where it's just like a little afro down there,
No.
feel me? That motherfucker looking like Al Sharpton here. Like, yeah, I don't want that. I don't want that. If I feel like I'm going through
a nappy dugout, huh?
Yeah, if I feel like my dick going through a bush to get in there, like, yeah, I ain't never like traveling through the forest.
Mm.
That shit right here. Man.
Well, yeah.
I mean, cause I for damn sure I don't like all that like extra hair care.
Like most men, like I said, that's why I said I hate that we're in this era where it's about looks instead of the actual education of what. Like a motherfucker be like, oh yeah, here's the blueprint. Like you're not supposed to be doing that, but because it looks neat, you're gonna go do that, and you're gonna go.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the air. That's where people are at now, and it just sucks because it's like, damn, so I'm supposed to do that shit because it looks a certain way. Like that's crazy. So I just fuck my health. I just gotta go.
For me, like it would.
And generally speaking, like this is
okay.
Of knowing this information. You know what I'm saying? Knowing that this shit is because women that go to the gynecologists will tell you that shit. The gynecologist.
I wouldn't even be tripping like if she got, like I say, she got some hair. Like you.
No. I'm not saying in general, because remember we just had a conversation of generally speaking.
Yeah.
In general sense, look at the stuff that get posted on Facebook and shit.
Like, okay, got you.
I just left the wax lady. Oh, I ain't fucking with no bitch unless this bar. I don't want no. Or you have the niggas say, oh, what is the joke? Oh, I didn't shave, or I forgot to shave. It's all right. I used to eat lollipops off the carpet or some shit. You know what I'm saying? That one was a good one. I fucked with that. But I was like, these are the real niggas right here. This is the real niggas. Right? But like, it's just, if a person were to go out, if a woman was to say like, yeah, I don't wax or shave, you will have more people commenting with sarcasm than being like, oh yeah, why don't you? Or why don't you? Just realistically, like honestly asking, like, why not? It's because like the ignorance, and ignorant being not knowing.
Right.
Ignorance is outweighing the facts nowadays. You get what I'm saying?
I'm not gonna. I mean, I can't argue with that because that is the truth. You
That's
know, motherfuckers are just. It's a lot of ignorant people out there to a lot of shit. I know I'm ignorant to a whole bunch of shit.
and I'm ignorant to a lot of shit, but
I know I am like a
like that's
motherfucker.
what life is about. You learn shit. Like it's every day is learning something. Like I'm not one of those people that can't be taught nothing. I love to be taught. I actually enjoy being taught than actually teaching. But in the sense of, the karmic circle, you give and take. It's always goes around, come around. So I love teaching in that sense, but I love to learn a lot of shit.
Yeah.
I'm
My
always reading shit. I'm always ordering books. A way to my heart is just buy my Amazon cart. It got none but books in that motherfucker. That's how it look. You want me to love you long time? Buy books in my Amazon cart. I love to read.
Yeah, with me myself, I read, I watch documentaries, but I like something that the homie said, like Doughboy said recently, and it stuck when he said it. Me and that nigga, we go back and forth and disagree about a whole lot of fucking shit. We got a whole lot of yin and yang views about shit.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing he said that stuck was he told me and the homie Trey, he said, y'all niggas gotta remember that we are not ordinary human beings. The shit that we study, the shit that we into, the knowledge that we contain, the information we receive, the questions we do have, everything about our intellect make us extraordinary. We are not like the average human being, because the average human being cannot even they can't even fathom some of these kind of conversations because they're so lost in such a simple world.
Not on the frequency, and everybody's not going to be on your frequency.
Right.
You could exist in the same realm and be on different frequencies. That's what it's all about. Like you can walk. I seen a clip of one of your toxic masculinity episodes where he asked, like, do you ever feel like have you ever been in the same place as somebody, but you see people, but you don't interact? Yeah, we're not on the same frequency. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot of times that
dimensions, different dimensions.
It's definitely like that.
And I used Drake for example. Like when you see Drake, he's probably the best Drake. He's an unlocked level. He's for sure like Dimension 4, like because he's the best he can be. Just like he used LeBron James. Like LeBron James probably ain't always been the LeBron James that we see on TV.
Right.
He's just unlocked the best of himself that he can be. You know what I mean? Because I can't go be LeBron James. I can't go be Drake. They're, for what they've done, they're great. They're a great artist, a great athlete, and they've succeeded at a level to where they've had to unlock something because they are out of the ordinary, because you just don't see a Drake every day and you don't see a LeBron James every day.
Uh-huh.
So that does make them special individuals, and you do have to think, what did they tap into to get to that level? Fuck the money, fuck all of that. What about them made them tap into something to be at a level that's just different from you?
Yeah.
But my next question is this. So, do you believe in age gap energy exchange? So I'm gonna give you an example. If a 21-year-old woman is with a 50-year-old man, they're having relations, they're having sex, they doing their thing. Do you think that he gains more youth from dealing with that younger woman than he would dealing with a woman his age, and vice versa? Does an older woman get even older dealing with a man that's old like her, or do she gain more youth dealing with a young man? I asked this because this shit came, these questions be coming from places. People be asking me shit and they be making me fucking think.
Because in the sense, of course, of course, I'm gonna say it depends, but in the general sense, I believe so because I kind of look at the movie Baps. That's my shit. Baps, and you see how they were youthful, they were young, and this man was dying, and they made him feel so good. Like they made that man feel so fucking good. Like you forgot that nigga was sick. Like, he was
Right.
sick.
Yeah,
So
I think
yeah, like
it come from trauma. I think I always say this when people ask me like, why would I prefer a younger woman, somebody younger than me? And I say because if I get a woman my age, of course she's been through relationships, she's been through hurt, she's been with men who dragged her, she's probably dragged men, she's been through so much trauma, you can't escape that. You know what I mean? When you get with this woman, she already has a set mind state. Not saying um she can't learn nothing new, but she's not erasing her past. Like she's not gonna nobody's erasing their past. What you've been through makes you who you are.
mhm.
So sometimes you get with a woman your age and the things she been through, it get to showing and it's draining, it's stressful redirecting somebody and not just with men, you turn it around with women. A woman gets with a man her age, they're both 35, 40 years old. And he done been through relationships where women have cheated on him. He's just been through fucked up shit with women. How much youth can he actually offer her because he's already exhausted his damn self? But if she gets with a man who haven't been drugged yet, or an older man gets with a younger woman who haven't been drugged yet, and she's full of youth, like you said, that movie, for example,
Mhm.
they tend to brighten up your day. They make you feel good about trying to live life again instead of being with somebody that's like, you've been through it, I've been through it. Fuck it, you know what I mean? Let's be content with this, and you know what I mean? Let's just complain to each other and ride off into the sunset.
But I think that has a lot to do with because I see where you're saying. I definitely see where you're coming from. But I think that has just a lot to do with the person in general. Like because if you're still holding, I mean, trauma is trauma, but you have to how to get past certain things. You can't when you hold on. If you hold on to some shit that hurts you, you're continue to hurt. It's not going to feel better. There's no band-aids going to make it feel better. No Neosporin, no nothing. If you keep holding on to what the fuck has hurt you, you're gonna remain hurt. It's no healing.
Right.
So you have to let go and understand that you have to take the bad. See, that's just me in the deep. In the general sense, look, I went off a little bit, but that's how I see it. Like you have to, if it's a toxic person anyway, the person that's not ready to let go, whether young or old, it's gonna be all bad. It's not gonna be a good thing. If you got this toxic young ass female fucking with this old ass nigga, and yeah, she might be vibrant and keeps him going, but the energy is taking. It's not giving. It's not nurturing. So it still does the damage. There's
I
damage.
can see that.
But I definitely, in the general sense of just that aspect of it, of the older and young, yeah, I can definitely see it as keeping the youth of, somebody older keeping the youth. Like I've always been the younger. I've always dated older, so I've always been the younger woman.
Waking his
I
old ass
tried.
up.
I try, huh?
Waking his old ass up, huh?
Man, look here. I just be doing what I do. Look, I just be doing what
Hey, look, you probably put them sexy pajamas on you got on right now.
I
Running some bath water. Had the candles lit.
don't act like you know me. No, don't act like you know me. I am. That's me. I'm the candles and the playlist playing. That's me. That's always been my vibe. Whether we just smoking it, that's always going to be my vibe because I love smell. I love the five senses. I love the smell. I love the touch. I love all that. So you gotta have the shit smelling good. You gotta smell good. The room gotta smell good. Man gotta smell good. It's gotta be just a lot of smells, just combining everything combining. But yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've always been the younger out of and the older. I was the one that was getting picked up from high school.
See, them,
Get picked
them,
up by that
them,
nigga on them,
them
that nigga in that cutlass on them Daytons.
nigga pulling up, nigga.
Oh shit! No, oh my gosh! No, he was a Cali nigga. He wasn't on a. He was. I ain't gonna put that man business out here like that. But yeah, that was my guy. That was my guy. I told you, bro.
Oh
You
yeah,
got
yeah,
that.
yeah.
If I'm not asking too much, how is your love life right now?
I wish it was like this water. Make me sweat. Make me.
That was sure like
I
this
wish.
water.
I wish that shit bland in the motherfucker. No seasoning, no sauce, no recipe. Nothing.
So what is it? What is it like at this point in your life right now? What will make your love life perfect? What type of man? If and not going into you don't have to go in too deep, but like just the basis. Like what will be the ideal situation for you?
The ideal situation for me. I would love to have companionship. And on the sense, not in the sense of like marriage or anything like that, but like I'm an all around you know, type of woman. Somebody we can go bowling, somebody we can lay up, somebody we can just smoke and vibe. Somebody like that's I just all of that. We ain't gotta put nothing on it.
And see, that's the dope. That's the dope part. Like about see, because that's me. That's me too. I'm like this. Long as you don't have nothing I know about that will hold me back from moving forward with you, I'm pretty simple at this point in life. Like you said, the bowling, go
Hmm.
shoot some pool, have a few drinks,
But I like
you know, and basically have a vibe. She ain't gotta be even. She ain't even gotta at this point in my life. She ain't even gotta be the prettiest woman in the world because I've had the baddest bitches, and them probably was some of my most stressful times. You know what I mean? A companion, you know, somebody that understands, somebody that might be open minded to us bringing somebody else in from time to time, somebody that just wants to be happy without limits, somebody that, you know, it's not going to be, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, I don't want to compromise my integrity doing that. Just somebody who's going to be like, I'm going to let myself go for him.
That's what's up. Definitely feel that.
I'm going to make a short out of that too. They're
Yeah,
going to go, they're gonna go crazy for that.
yeah, they gonna love that one right there.
I'm out for that.
That's a good one right there. Yeah, but I just feel like
Look, man, all she gotta do is be able to cause you know me, I got like a third grader's
yeah, you
appetite, like I
uh,
always say,
chicken
cat.
nuggets and French fries, eat that.
Hey, that's all she gotta do. Something simple, you know, nothing crazy, cuz, you know what I'm saying? And I'm
Look,
straight,
you know how I like it. Look,
You
look.
know, hey, little cheese on me, you know how I like it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying I'm real simple, man. You know, a lot of females know that. Like it don't take much to
One of
please me.
my languages is cooking. I love to cook. If I cook for you, I really like you because I don't cook for anybody. Because I cook with love. Like so, when you eat that shit, you gonna be like, damn. You
But
seen that clip with that nigga that was eating that fried chicken? He was like, you made this homemade. This too. You the cornbread. This too. Yeah, that's why.
I mean, like that shit is cool. Like having a woman that can cook and that don't mind cooking, that's gonna, do that for you and all that. But the shit that I be wanting women to understand when they be saying like, "Oh, I can do that."
You like your chicken nuggets in the oven, or do you like them like in the air fryer?
Now look, I cook, so with me, I cook. So a woman got to do it up for me.
Hey, yeah. Hey, hey, look.
Hey, bro, you gonna be Rick Ross. Hamburger helper.
Hey,
Right.
but look.
Oh man,
All
that's
right, so look,
the
so
hamburger helper.
y'all know. So I'm saying this right now. All
Man,
right, so I'm saying this right now. Y'all know. All right, so when we when niggas make it big, cause niggas make it big, and yo, I'm a motherfucking millionaire and all this, yeah, and I go viral because it's Super Bowl Sunday, and my girl done brought me some chicken nuggets, yes, or some tater tots, yeah, with some ketchup on the side, yeah.
you be
Hey,
it too. You be like dipping in it like that.
hey, man, dipping sauce, cuz I did my shit, cuz fuck all that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I'm living good. I'm living good, cuz I'm dipping it, cuz. Hey, man.
no
But
worries.
the thing is, see, now people would bash my girl, cuz, for making me some goddamn tater tots and chicken nuggets, cuz, on Super Bowl Sunday. You can't bash her. I told her to make me that.
But
I told her you ain't
no,
gotta
no,
cook me.
I agree. But my
You
thing
ain't
is,
gotta cook me
I feel
nothing.
like if the world wasn't so what is the word I'm looking for? So focused on showcasing what their every move, I feel like a lot of this shit wouldn't even exist because
No, I
like
wouldn't.
back in the day, I really wish that we had the limited access to internet. Like I feel like you got to be qualified to be able to, because there's a lot of people that be getting on the internet just showing every fucking thing. And I feel like that shit was like, yeah, okay. The principle of it is it ain't got nothing to do with it.
But it's
No,
gonna get
like
out there because she's
that man
posting
want
it.
a hamburger helper. Let that man eat what's wrong with that man eat hamburger helper?
Again, like because people took it as they
Because
didn't know that. Right, they didn't know that he asked for it. They
right,
were just under the assumption that, oh, that's what she just decided to cook.
right,
And I'm not gonna lie, as a man, if I did tell my girl like, hey, shit, like I didn't made it a big deal, cause you can tell when something's a big deal. Hey, tomorrow, shit, Super Bowl Sunday. I've been getting ready for this motherfucker all week and shit, all that kind of shit. Hey, cook me something,
right,
whip something up. I feel like she would already know. All right, I'm gonna go in. You know what I'm saying? This is something big to him. Like shit, he excited about this shit.
right.
But that nigga probably told her like shit, cause I'm pretty sure it was a gang of events popping, a bunch of shit. He could have been at getting some bread, getting some dough. That nigga was like, he probably told her shit. I'm about to be at the house. I ain't inviting nobody. I'm just gonna be chilling, smoke me a blunt. Hey, you know what I'm saying? Make me some of that hamburger helper the way you be doing it. Cause she cook it the way, you know what I'm saying? The way you be doing it. Cause
But you
she hooked it up with that shit didn't even
got the
look
little
like
parsley
no,
on there. I see the shit
hey,
sprinkled.
that shit didn't look like no regular hamburger
That was,
helper.
that was that turkey. That was that ground turkey
They
hamburger.
already got that nigga in a live video later on saying that it was trash though. But to
Oh,
me, it's not about whether it was trash or not. It was about he asked for it. Now, whether she
right.
made it correctly or not, that's what he wanted.
But
You
my
know what I
thing
mean?
is like that. But like I said before, if the shit was not on fucking social media, it wouldn't fucking matter. So like, what? So what?
I mean, but shit, we gotta adjust with what is. I mean, shit, it's a lot of things. When I was coming up, the first introduction to a cell phone for me was a chirp. Cell phones existed long before that, but we just didn't focus on that type of shit.
Right,
So
right, right.
we can say, uh, if this wasn't and that wasn't, but the reality of it is we're in 2024 and technology exists, and the internet just ain't such a bad thing. People making a living off of this shit. You know what I mean? I just think when we see shit like that happened with that, how that can viral, people down to her for the fucking hamburger helper. It's like with anything else in life, you got to take the good with the bad. So them kind of opinions are going to exist when shit is on
Right,
the internet, and we got to ignore that shit. You know what I mean? Let the people who care about that opinion,
right,
because I look at it like this. I told all my niggas from day one when we started doing this shit, I'm like, I believe that we can go somewhere with this. We just got to be patient.
Right. Absolutely.
But I did also tell niggas I'm gonna say what the fuck I want to say,
Right.
and I don't care about no getting canceled. I don't care about none of that. I have calmed down on certain language, for sure, because we're trying to get monetized. But yeah, like you just gotta with this shit, with everything that's futuristic, you gotta take the good with the bad.
Oh, absolutely. There's no one without the other. The other one
Right.
exists. So yeah, absolutely. But in the sense of like, I just don't care enough. Like that's my point of opinion. Like everything is opinionated. So what the fuck do it really matter besides to them? Like
It shouldn't have like what you basically saying. It shouldn't have been as big as it was. It
yeah,
don't.
and it
It's
was like
stupid.
y'all are really over this bitch. Like
You got Joe Biden's son smoking crack
right.
in
There's so
jacuzzi.
much other shit going on, and y'all worried about it. She cooked this ass a fucking hamburger. Help her? Are y'all serious? And that's where it be with me. Like the shit that goes viral is just like really.
Yeah, because you know,
I hate humanity. That's me.
as an artist, she
Right
and
now.
shit that people decide to make go viral as an artist pisses me off on a daily. When I feel like, damn, you know, me and my homeboys, like we dope as fuck at what we do. Like, why y'all not making us go viral? You know what I'm saying? Like y'all, like you know what I'm saying? Because we not doing like no weird ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Like to go viral. Like you know, well, in their for them in their eyes, you know, oh, you not doing this or that. Like damn, like why a nigga gotta do some dumb ass shit?
Right. You basically, but that's the selling your soul shit. Anything against your own morality is selling your fucking soul. So motherfuckers is willing to do that shit freely. Like, oh, it's gonna give me some money. So, nigga, I'm finna go. I'm finna go put this dress on and do this skit. Okay, that's cool, but that ain't my thing. Like, there's men like that ain't my thing. I don't give a fuck. I ain't put no dress on for nobody. I would give a fuck how much money. That's just motherfuckers standing on what the fuck who they are. They're not letting no situation change that. And a lot of people be like, "Oh yeah, you dumb as fuck for that." Oh man, look here, I got integrity. I got my morality. At the end of the day, y'all motherfuckers want to dance for y'all. How I see that, that's that little master slave shit going on. Like
Right.
you over there doing some shit just to make motherfuckers happy. So you're stepping out of what your original mindset is like. Yeah, no, I would never do that. But there's some money over here, so yeah, I'm gonna go do that.
You got to trust the process too.
Absolutely. If
It's
you
like
understand, if you are true with self and you invest in self and you really invest in self, not just monetary wise, like emotionally, like mentally, you're invested, you're always gonna prevail.
yeah, on a real, and
Always.
I go through this with the homies with us doing this content, being in this content space, right? And sometimes like you know, they'll probably think I'm not trusting the process
Mm-hmm.
because I envision things. I've always been that type of person. Like I remember as a teenager, I was the biggest Dave Mirra fan. You know what I mean? He was a BMXer and he used to be in the X Games every year.
Right.
And I was so influenced by that shit and skateboarding at that time when I was a teenager. You know, those was my outs. Those was like the things I like to do that didn't have nothing to do with bullshit.
Right.
And you know, just to me, I believed that I could do that on that scale that they was doing it on. So if I would have ever thought like that, you know, I'm just cool with the people that see me right now.
Right.
And, you know, yeah, I understand the process, but I've always been a nigga who thought big about everything I did. Sometimes I might think a little bit too far ahead of where I'm at, but I think big. So, like, and I think big about the people who I deal with. So if I be like, I got this nigga who I work with, I got this nigga who I work with, we doing content, this is what we doing. Yeah, it's cool that we getting subscribers. It's cool that the views is starting to do more than what they was doing. But I be so futuristic with my
Right.
thoughts. I be looking at shit like, damn, nigga, I could see you having your own sports show and being viral. I could see you having your own relationship show and being viral. I
Right.
could see me doing boxing and being viral, and then we still have a entity that exists that we all a part of that's
Right.
viral too. I
Right.
think so big that I don't be unappreciative of the little shit, but I just think so big that when little shit happen, like damn, we got 10 subscribers today. My attitude is like, yeah, they were supposed to do that.
See, I was like, when I
Yeah.
first started writing, when I first signed to a publication company in 2016. That was when I came out with my first book, Sleep with the Plug's Daughter. I ain't gonna lie, that book stroked the shit out of my ego. Not gonna lie to you, stroked the fuck out of my ego. I was in my moment. Like I was on Amazon top 100. That was my first book. Made the top 100. Got recognized as the top 100 authors. Got was getting rewards, magazine mentions. So yeah, I was definitely Pisces big ass head mode right there. But then I got sick. I used to be epileptic. I got sick and there was a gap in my writing, like my releasing my books. And a lot of times, of course, with seizures, I was tired. It affected me mentally. So it was a big gap with creating. So then I would release a book, try to hurry up and release something because in the publication company I was with, it was over 500 other authors. So everybody's having these release days and I'm seeing how like they turning up and shit like, oh yeah, they hit number 3. And I'm like, man, my next one gonna be number 2. It's just the competition. It's just me. I know me. And when you're really true with self and like, yeah, you the shit, you just know because can't nobody tell me I ain't the best fucking poet. I'm definitely one of the dopest fucking poets in history. Can't nobody tell me different. But in the sense of writing books, that's how I felt. I was cocky off of, I was getting those awards, I was getting nominated, I was getting all these things, good things happening. When it didn't, I was sitting there like, yo, I don't like this shit. Like this shit ain't instead of like
Right.
I released it. I may not have made the top 100, but I was the top 200. That's cool. Let me get back in my groove. So the next one, like I started setting goals. And then I released my first poetry book my first erotic poetry book on the label. And I made top fucking 20. I made number 13. So I was like, yo, I gotta celebrate that shit because that's fucking dope. I went from fucking
Right.
200 fucking 13 within 6 months, and this is my first erotic book, like my first published erotic book. So what I started doing since that moment, because I like how I felt in that moment, I would say like I have I'm like you, I like to be secured in the future that I see so far ahead. I'm like, yeah, I know I can do this, I know I can do that, but I don't take the time to show enough gratitude for the shit in between. And so now I started celebrating the little shit. Like I'll go buy me a bottle of fucking wine and fucking being here with my fucking R&B on and shit. And I got like that be me. Like, oh yeah, you hit this today, or I wrote half a book today. I got it halfway edited. I'm almost that close, much closer to releasing this book. So yeah, I'm gonna celebrate that shit because it's big. Because as an artist, a content creator, you do have those moments where you get a little discouraged. You're like, damn, I feel like I should be this place right now. So, but then you have to check yourself and be like, oh, yo, don't ever, don't ever think I ain't gonna do it.
I'm not human. I've never got discouraged because I be thinking like certain shit be God sent. Like, I believe the God is in us and that we supposed to rise in certain situations. I truly believe this what the fuck I supposed to be doing. And I'm willing to trust the process. So when it's a little bit, I'm like, I told these niggas, I said, damn nigga, we really did start organically from the toxic masculinity page. We started from zero. We was putting out content and had 0 subscribers. We currently, I think we like at 46 subscribers. So even the fact that 46 human beings
Right.
decided to subscribe was like kind of exciting for me. But I
Right.
wasn't finna like make a fit about it. But I was telling niggas, I said, man, look, we gonna touch 100 real soon at the way we moving. When we touch 100 subscribers, we're gonna do a live show and we're gonna have balloons and we're gonna have bitches, we're gonna have alcohol. I ain't been smoking, I'm gonna smoke some weed. We're gonna do it up because I'm gonna celebrate what we accomplished. I don't overlook the little shit,
Right.
but I'm one of them niggas that my attitude is like they say. I'm coming for everything they said I couldn't have.
No, the word was not like be ungrateful for it or anything like that. It was to under celebrate. Like, I believe you treat everything of equal. Like anything, any progress made is progress. So celebrate.
Right.
That's all I'm saying. Like, simply celebrate it. Whether it's fucking go buy you something, go treat yourself to a fucking facial, go do something that's like, yeah, you know what? Shit is going. Shit is really like, shit is really finna take off. That's what I mean. Like, and a lot of people they get that stagger moment where they just like, this ain't just moving fast, but it's going. But this ain't. I know I can. We need to get this shit going. And it's just like, wait, just look around you in that moment, in that time. Just look around you and just gratitude. Breathe that shit in, inhale that shit, and exhale that shit. And I promise that shit feels so much better. Because it's like, yeah, reset. Like, you got to reset that shit sometimes. And that's not saying it's discouragement, but in a sense, yes. Because discouragement can only last if you let it. If you check yourself like you got this shit, like, yeah, we finna take the fuck off type shit. That's just you reassuring yourself. That's you putting you're investing your best and your highest in self. So it's all great.
The play be I be seeing them motivated, right? And when I see them motivated, I feel like out of everybody that's doing something, it always gotta be somebody have to not it's not acknowledging what the win is currently. But somebody gotta remind niggas. This cool. We're gonna celebrate this. But what we gonna accomplish, we're gonna break barriers. I was watching Back on Fig earlier, right? T-Rail was getting into it with his brother. He was getting into it with Big Deal. And his brother like kind of wants, he in a position where he like, you popping, give me a platform. Like, start my platform for me. Like, get me popping. And he was like telling him, like, nigga, you know what I had to do to be here? He said, nigga, I worked at No Jumper and with no pay, nigga. He said, little to no pay, nigga. And I sat there humbly and did that. I did this. I sat over here and did that, nigga. This didn't happen overnight, nigga. I put the work in to be that nigga.
Right.
And I look at that shit like I be looking at my niggas like I say when they be want to celebrate little shit. Nigga, we are currently putting the work in to be them niggas. This shit we doing right now, I honestly this how I feel. Nobody else have to feel like it. I be looking at this shit like 5 years from now, ain't nobody gonna be fucking with us. This shit that's nothing right now to most, this is gonna be the shit. This is gonna be the shit in 5 years. In 5 years, and it's probably could be before 5 years, but I'm saying 5 years for it to be at the top of its game. This is gonna be the shit.
Right.
Ain't nobody creating the content we making. Nobody. This is gonna be the shit in 5 years. So we gonna celebrate to what we do have. But I know for sure, if we keep going in the direction we going, we got 2 platforms. We got Toxic Masculinity, we got Good Game.
Right.
Promise you. 5 years from now, all this shit documented because it's going up.
Yeah.
Niggas gonna go play this shit back. Guarantee you.
The throwback memory.
Niggas is gonna go play this shit back and remember I said this. And it's
right.
And I'm gonna change my name to Messiah after that.
Messiah.
Like I said, I'm gonna change the name.
I'm gonna change when it happened.
The power of manifestation is real.
I'm gonna change my name to Messiah because I know it. We gonna go up.
Yeah, no facts.
I know it.
Facts.
I know we are.
Facts, nigga.
Yeah.
when niggas believe and niggas know, man, and niggas just, you know what I'm saying, the consistency and just staying at it. Ain't go, bro. People ain't got no choice but to fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I know firsthand. We all know firsthand. You know what I'm saying? When you start something, because motherfuckers don't just wake up and start with a following.
Right.
You got to build that shit. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere, like, I had to just, like, really build that shit. Like I said, I done went through damn near 20 rap names before I got the August Blue. You know what I'm saying?
I remember some of them.
And this is like,
It be like that, but that's real. Like that's you rebirthing yourself. Like people don't understand that you have so many transitions in life. It's not just from fucking childhood to fucking adult. You have
but
so
that, and then when you just tell
much
yourself,
personality development.
we gonna win. Like you tell yourself, like, man, I'm gonna win, and you just like go full speed, like fuck it.
People don't understand that the power is in the words, man. If you tell yourself you're gonna do something, I am is the casting of the spell. A lot of people don't understand that. You putting that energy over self. If you say I am sick, nigga, yeah, you sick. You know, I learned that shit being epileptic. I was epileptic since like 4 years old. And every time I would have a seizure, I would, yeah, like I'm sick. Like we go to the, like anything wrong with you? You have any medical problems? Yeah, I'm sick or I'm epileptic. Then when I started getting into the understanding, sitting under my grandmother, and she started saying like, you got to be careful about what you say because you speak things over yourself. And
Yeah,
I is the casting of anything you say after that, you become. So
right.
gotta watch how. So I started watching my words. When I started watching my words, I bullshit you not. Shit changed the fuck around.
Yeah,
And
nah,
of course, there were other things with it, but I definitely know me stop saying that I was sick. That was one of the things that helped better my situation for sure.
right.
I want to, I want to have a conversation with you about that too, like just on private time too,
Sure.
about epilepsy. But yeah, we got some good content tonight. It was everything I thought it was gonna be. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
that's fun.
Yeah, and shit. We
That's
had what, an hour and 30 minutes. We gonna cut it right there.
32. Oh
We
yeah,
good, we good to go.
115.
I'm gonna edit this up and this will be up tomorrow.
for sure. For sure.
Mo,
What's up?
please, you on here? Please promote.
Oh, of course, the lovely Motor Poet. You can follow me on Facebook.
I don't see everything. I don't see everything you post, but like, everything that you have got going, that you got going. If you send it to me, I'll repost it. I
Okay.
just don't see everything because I follow a lot of different shit.
Definitely understandable. Definitely understandable. And a lot of time I'll get on Facebook. I don't stay on social media. Like I'm not really a social media person. I get on there. I've been trying to get better at staying in the mix with at least have some kind of audience so that when I do promote my work, it gets seen, shit gets. But this year I'm gonna be booking a lot of shows. I'm gonna start me and my coalition team. I'm a part of a coalition and we're trying to put together a little, a couple shows and stuff this year. Well, a few shows. A couple's only two. But
I'm gonna
yeah.
call you because
Yeah.
I want your opinion on this poem too.
Oh, you finally get in the book? Did you
Oh
finally start
yeah,
writing?
but see, look, I'm a lyricist. I know how to like really write shit. So
Oh, I got some, bro. Better tell them about that new shit I'm finna drop.
Oh yeah, that shit dope. That shit super dope.
It's called "He Loves My Rhythm."
mm,
That's
I got some shit I wrote, some poems, and I want your opinion.
Absolutely. I got you. I got you.
But it was good though, and till next time.
Peace, love, and soul grease. No, peace, love, just kidding.
no. His favorite gang dog is Blue.
Link up, link up. No.
I want
Hey,
look,
bro, bro, bro. Say it now. Say it before he stops recording. A wagwan.
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 Hey, look, let me tell you what you gotta do. This is what you gotta do. Whenever if you come out here or we end up out there, you have to stew peas and rice, plantain,
Got you.
oxtail. He might not eat the oxtail. We might have to do some curry chicken.
Mashed potatoes, green beans, and some chicken nuggets for this nigga.
Yep. No, that nigga.
French fries and French fries and chicken nuggets.
That nigga know.
That nigga gonna eat some.
That nigga know.
I told him I'm gonna cook some curry goat. He said he's not eating that shit. I bet you get him to eat it.
No, make him some Blackfoot, some cow foot soup, and tell him it's chicken noodle soup and get him to eat it.
Bullshit. Nigga ain't eating that bullshit. That nasty ass shit. Y'all be on.
It's not nasty.
Y'all be crazy shit. Oxtails and shit.
Oxtail. Ox have one tail on the backside. One oxtail.
Oxtail.
Hey, look. Say it again, bro. Say wagwan.
Wagwan.
No, let him trip you up like that. You just said it right. Wagwan.
Nah, I fucked him up because the way I said.
Yeah, you right. That's why I said why you do him like he got over there stuff. Wagwan.
Wagwan. Ain't that how you? Wagwan.
Why? I'm gonna tell you so. Wagwan.
Wagwan.
There you go. A little more up. You got it.
Wagwan. Yeah.
Wagwan, daddy.
Yeah, nigga. All that.
I'm gonna tap in, man.
Oh yeah, here we go.
Bro, I'm gonna call you.